This is a presentation on information matrix. The information matrix summarizes the needs and requirements on information from different key stakeholders. In the project, we may have different stakeholders. Each one of them may have a different need of information from the project so that they can take a very informative decision on the project and the actions that they need to support it. The information requirements basically is the step where we understand 5 things from the stakeholders. First, who needs the information, what type of information they need, why they need it, when they need it, and how they need it. We're going to look in detail into each one of these. The who is our list of stakeholders that have a need of information. That includes the donor, or representative of the donor, or a lead contact with the project. We can also have partners, local NGOs or community organizations that need information from the project. We always have the organization, senior management or headquarters for large projects where there is a need from senior management to look at information. And also beneficiaries, families, and community representatives. There could be many more depending on the size and complexity of the relationship of the project with different key stakeholders, but this first list helps us identify who are the information users. Then we go and we answer the question of what type of information they need. The donor will need monitoring reports, financial reports, or risk or issues that require their approval. Some of those elements are needed because of contractual requirements. Partners may need plans and activities, organization, monitoring reports, accounting data. Beneficiaries may need information about the project intervention calendar of activities. The next step helps us identify why they need it. The donor needs that information to monitor the progress, report to their offices, approve disbursements, approve any changes. The partners might need it to coordinate activities with the project. The organization also needs it to monitor expenditures versus progress and authorize disbursements, and beneficiaries might need it to understand the project objectives. Understanding why is also important for the team who's going to be managing information, because it helps them to understand the purpose of that information and also how critical and important is that to the key stakeholder. Then we ask and answer the question when they need it. The donor might have a specific dates or specific calendars for information. It could be monthly, quarterly, every year. And there may be specific deadline dates that align to their financial fiscal year. Partners may need it on a monthly basis because that could be the rate of how they are going to be coordinating the information. Organization also needs it every month to align with some of the financial reports they need to make, and beneficiaries as needed to help them understand the project. When is also an opportunity for us to look of the timeline when some of these reports need to be produced and shared, and we're going to look at that a little bit later. Next is how. And this is important because the requirements is not the same for everybody. The donor might need a specific format in which the information needs to be organized. It may need it to be sent electronically. Partners might need it written or oral communications. The organization needs specific reports or the use of accounting system to send the data. And beneficiaries could be oral communications or having in-person presentations. How also help us understand how it's going to be the effort to convey this information to the different stakeholders. Here's an example of a timeline where we see from the beginning to the end of the project and the different reports that are needed by the different stakeholders. By identifying key dates, the project team then can work making sure that they can meet those deadlines. Methods to share information are also important because they help us understand how we're going to be sharing information and some of the advantages that we have. Electronic emails and videos can help us send lots of information to a lot of people, but it's more not personal, a kind of a cold process, to a way of sharing information. We can also include video conferences and phone calls where we can have a conversation with people to help them understand and communicate some of the information of the project. Printed reports are more formal, the documents when we need a tangible or a document that we can sign it or stamp it or share it with people so they can have something that is more official in terms of their needs. And then face-to-face meetings and presentations where we need to communicate and build trust with the people and have a better conversation where we share information and help build some of that understanding on the project. Thank you.